Hey, what's up? This is Flora. You are now listening to In Plain Sight Radio on Dublab.
What's up, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in to the 20th episode of In Plain Sight Radio, where we highlight local artists. My name is Annie Warhol. I'm joined by Nothing New.
Yo.
Shout out to our fellow residents who aren't here right now. Swing Low.
Yeet.
Thomas Piper. Terry on the way, Spacecraft on the way. You know what it is.
They don't have ad-libs for me to recreate.
Right.
So.
Boop, 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 boop. Type shit.
Gun noises.
And we're coming to you from an undisclosed location in Brooklyn, New York via Dublab. Shout out Dublab.
Yeah.
Today we have a special guest with us today. Welcome, Flora.
Hi.
Flora, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. As some of y'all will see soon, Flora is very vibrant today with the pink, and you know I love me some pink. It's giving pink over here. Oh my God, and it's pink on Ableton too.
Look at Brandon.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, that's God.
Wow.
Yo, first of all, shout out God.
Shout out God in the chat, bro.
Shout out God and pink. You know what I mean? Flora, thank you so much for being here with us today. In your own words, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself for people who don't really know you?
So my name is Flora. My government name is Flora. My artist name is also Flora.
I'm crying. No, really. Snaps in the chat. Snaps in the chat.
I'm from Japan. I'm born and raised. Chiba, Japan. It's like New Jersey of Japan.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Jersey linked up. Let's go. Bridge internal. Let's
I
go.
was catching it straight. I was like, yo. Record scratch.
Yeah, and I live in Brooklyn now, and I make beats. I DJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire. We love that.
And but in case you ain't know, her name is Flora.
3 times, different ways. It's all
Ways.
Flora.
It's not Beats by Flora. Don't you ever disrespect her like that. All right. So you said you were born and raised in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. So as a native from Japan, like, what was like kind of your start there with music and production?
Honestly.
Or like, how did music influence you? In Japanese culture, it's a lot different, obviously, than like New York culture.
Yeah. Japanese music. I grew up with like. I'm a very emotional person, so whenever I get into my feelings, I would just run to music, and just like music was always like been like my medicine. It like helps the most. So that's kind of my relationship with music. I always been into kind of like for Japanese music, I'm really into like 70s soulful music. There's a lady named Yumi Matsuya. I love her. I love sampling her too. But yeah, I used to listen to that a lot. I used to listen to some pop music, but that in the beginning, I actually started listening to like Japanese rap. That was like the very beginning of hip hop. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Which is obviously a lot different from like American, I guess, hip hop, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
New York hip hop. Even like
Yeah.
it's not. I wouldn't consider it the same.
But the love language is still the same. Like
Yeah.
it's still.
Yes.
I do have a question. Did you start off playing instruments at all, or is it just straight into DJing and production?
Yeah, so I always like play piano by ear.
Okay.
My mom, since I was in her stomach, she would always like play the piano. She's like, "Oh, let her play piano," and it worked. So my mom always tell me like, "You're welcome."
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's
Shout out
crazy.
to your mom.
Shout out,
Yeah,
mom.
shout out to mom.
Mom's in the
Yeah.
chat. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard in your music, it's all really piano based to begin with.
Yes.
That's why I asked specifically. I was like, yeah, I mean, like the chords, the melodic structures, and then even the things that you're sampling, it's all piano runs.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it's definitely clarifying like the sound and the direction that you take when you do make beats.
Yeah, like 80% of my sampling probably like just piano samples. Like I love piano.
Oh my God, yeah, we could tell.
It's a major key, bro.
Yeah.
So
Major key.
I guess like, are you tapped into the scene out in Japan, like the music scene?
Yeah.
How does it differ from the New York scene?
I would say, well, there's like all types of like subculture in Japan. And for hip hop, there's like kind of the mainstream hip hop and the underground hip hop. I've always been a super huge fan of the underground hip hop scene in America and Japan. I I just like beats that makes me feel nauseous. Like
I saw the tweet.
like, you know, the stank face,
Yeah.
like, like, you know, that's my favorite type of music.
So when you came to the States, what was it for? Was it just to travel, or what brought you here?
I'm not even gonna cover it up. I got kicked out.
Whoa.
Gangster shit. Gangster
You got
shit.
kicked out of Japan?
No, I got kicked out of my house.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you got kicked out of? I'm like, damn, they do that shit? And they do it to you, imagine what they do to me. Like,
Nah, it's clipped.
Yeah, I got
Beats
kicked
too
out of high
hard.
school. I got kicked out of my house. I
my
was like just
God.
kind of kicking it. It's not even like I was like doing anything bad. It was just like really conservative, and it's just like it's very easy to get kicked out in Japan. Like
God.
very, very conservative.
you're
so
rebellious.
I don't know. Like I was kicking it, yeah, but yeah, and I came out here when I was 17. Yeah, so
That's crazy. That's
And I was
young
like,
to be
this is
moving all the way
amazing.
here. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, in Japan, where I was from at least, there were all Japanese people around me, and I was like the only like I'm mixed. I was always like the mixed person. I came to America. First, I was in San Francisco, but to be in that city, and then I was like, wow, I'm not like different. It's lit. Like everyone's different. I'm not the only one who's like, you know. So I thought that was lit. Yeah. I was living in San Francisco for like 6 years, and I moved to New York. I've been out here for like 7 years, but yeah, I love
for
New
you.
York. Yeah.
Love New York too. Imagine like not being from New York.
I can't.
I can't. People be like, oh yeah, I'm like from Iowa. I'm like,
Damn. What's that like?
What's that like? It's like, also when you were like 14, you were really 14.
It was corn or not, bro?
I feel like when I was 14, I was 26.
Bro, I feel like when I was 8, I was 26.
Yeah, exactly. Like I came
feel that.
I came out sweeping and mopping.
With a job, bro.
I had a job at 8 years old, bro. I didn't even know English. Oh man. Are you loving New York though?
I love New York.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
most people do.
before I moved here, I never been to New York.
Oh wow.
Like-
That's
so
crazy.
you just like moved here.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
one of those person that, you know, I was one of those people. I like got a ticket like a year before, and I was like, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna figure it out, and it moved. Yeah.
Oh my god, good for you. It seems like it's work. I mean, it is working.
Yeah.
100%.
I love that for you. So I want to talk a little bit more about the influence in your sound. You said like you're influenced by a lot of like R&B. You said sad girl music.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I love
Yeah.
that. I kind of want to talk more about you being a DJ and a producer too. Can you tell me more about, or can you tell us more about how those worlds collide, and what do you get from DJing that you don't get from producing, and vice versa? That's another new question, by the way.
Damn. Right on.
Well, you know, I wrote the question, but like, it was his thoughts.
I would say like producer is just like really get into my feelings and get into that sad girl bag. And I would say like producing is just expressing my feelings, and DJing it's more for the people, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's so straight to it. And I'm like, yeah, honestly, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I produce too on the side, but like, it's for me. Like, I don't let nobody hear it.
I didn't even know.
Oh, really?
know,
Nah,
I
bro,
wanna
you be quiet
hear
about
it.
it. I didn't
Well, I'm
hear
quiet
it.
about a lot of shit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm quiet
Can
about
we
a lot
interview
of shit.
you?
She turned the table.
We're not here for me, all right? I fuck with y'all though. But like, no, like I like to make like little edits and like little just like nothing beats, and that's really for me. Like, but of course, DJing is the same thing. It's like when I'm doing it's really to create something for somebody else rather than myself.
Right.
So I get that for sure. And like we're all producer DJs here, so it's like I'm sure with you it's the same thing. Like it just feels like a little more liberating to just DJ for people.
Man, I think like DJing is when I'm the most actively listening to music.
Yes.
I don't think I'm actively listening to music when I'm producing, and when I'm like in album mode, I'm always listening to try and analyze what the music is doing.
Right.
But
Which kind of takes the joy out of just listening to music a lot. Hence why
100%.
like, yeah, like listening to music is so serious.
it's so serious. And
It
like
really is.
a good pivot point. You're a vinyl DJ. That's a different level of intentionality.
Yeah.
So can you speak to that? What drew you to like vinyl DJ sets?
Oh, I do it sometime. I wouldn't say the vinyl people, like, they're really
Pickups.
hardcore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't say I try, but just like spinning records, it's just like a different feeling. It's just kind of more like listening to records with people, you know?
I agree.
Yeah, I love
started
records.
spinning vinyl last year, so I
Yes.
agree. And like when I started doing it, I was like, man, this versus digital is just so like more fruitful. Like I feel like I'm really connecting with the music I'm playing, and so is everybody else in the room. So I
Yeah.
feel like when I'm like on Serato or like CDJs, like I'm so caught up in just like looking at the hardware and the software
Yes.
that I just like can't look anywhere else or like just enjoy the moment really
Right.
sometimes. But on vinyl, so different. Like
Yeah.
it's the best.
Because it's like you type in the number and then it's like all the screen. You
Yeah.
can't do that with records. It's
Right.
just you have to listen to your heart, be like, what's next?
And your
then-
ear.
And your ear.
Don't forget your ear, guys.
Yeah.
Some people don't know how to use them, some do. Is all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
So you're an independent artist, right? And
Yes.
you said you do freelancing too.
I do, yeah.
Can you tell us about what you do behind the scenes?
Yeah. So for music, right?
No, just in general.
I
Because you're an
just do-
independent artist.
I do a bunch of stuff.
Like,
That's
you
what
hustle
I'm saying. And
a
we
lot.
want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would
You don't
say-
gotta take your time, but like, but don't be like, well, you know, I do. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with
Well,
you.
I've been doing makeup for like 10 years now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's like
I would have never guessed that. Good for you. A hustle's a hustle. You feel me?
yeah, so I've been doing makeup, and then I'm also a sound mixer, location sound mixer. So I record sound on set. That's like my main bag. I also do like sound engineer at Good Room, the club.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I DJ. Yeah, so whatever job come through, I try to take it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge testament to what it's like to actually be an artist, especially in a city like New York where everything's
Yeah.
expensive. I mean, the show is also running in LA and it's expensive for them too. So I think like a lot of what doesn't get brought to the table during conversations with people is how we are able to sustain ourselves while
Yeah.
still prioritizing the art. And I know freelancing is one of those things.
Right. Because 1 month is good and 1 month is bad.
Yeah,
You know, like you wait
exactly.
on that net 30, it turns to 45.
Turn that 60, hit you with a net 90.
The
90.
net 90. Ooh, burning hell. Rock Nation, you paid for it. I know Rock Nation got something to do with that, yo. But yeah, I used to freelance like a couple years ago, and I hated it.
Oh.
I did it for like 10 months maybe. When I got like fired from my job, cause like whatever.
It
But,
always
like,
starts like that. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
like-
ask. Yeah.
Like I was having fun because I had time to do everything.
Right.
You know, like I could make music, I could listen to music, I could practice whenever I wanted to, and like I was, you know, I had a schedule for myself. But then like waiting on them checks, you know, that was my biggest struggle. Do you have similar struggles to that, or do you have any other ones you wanna?
Depends on the month.
Right.
It's like it's really busy or like nothing. So
Like no work or no money.
kind of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of have to get into the credit card, but
Oh my god.
It's a balance to
Yeah.
handle the balance. You
Right.
feel me? Off the dome, bro.
Yo, life is all about balance.
Balance. Whether it's your credit card, you know,
And no matter what, you always gonna have a balance.
100%. But yeah, I mean, like, see, you said you weren't loud. I'm so glad I compensated, bro. Cap. But I mean, like, that's such a big thing. Like, people don't talk about that at all. And when you see people on the internet, they're kind of like, yeah, you know, I rap full time or I make beats full time. And it's like, you talk to them later, they're like, yeah, I also freelance this and I DJ that. And it keeps things kind of mystified. So I think, like, I've seen you post about the things that you do. And that is refreshing to me because it lets other people know that, yeah, like, I might be traveling to Japan, I might be doing shows all the time, but I have to keep bread on the table. And a lot of people think that that's not what you have to do this. And that's not the case.
Right. Yeah.
I just like being honest, straightforward. You know. That's, yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like just kind of show everyone what's going on. It's okay to hustle.
Yeah. Yeah. I love showing my struggle. I really do. I be like, look, shit ain't cheese and crackers.
100% because I'm eating cheese and
I'm
crackers.
eating cheese and crackers.
Literally.
Banana, bitch. like sometimes I get some combos.
You know what I mean?
And be like, hey, 2 for 1. 2 for 1. The bag $3.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Combo pizza.
Yo, the pepperoni flavor, terrible. never. And the pretzel one, never have that shit. That shit's disgusting. So you eat pretzel combos, I'm judging you.
100%.
Okay, so your name on Instagram is Beats by Flora, right? When I met you, I met you as a DJ. It's like I didn't know you made beats, and then I found her Instagram, and I was like, oh, she probably makes beats too, right? I want to talk more about your production, just to dive deep more into that, and like what influenced you to dive deep into hip hop production and working with rappers. That seems like that's new for you. Yeah, because you work with Freddie.
Yes.
Freddie Stone.
We love
Shout out
Fred,
Freddie
man.
Stone. We love Freddie Stone in here. Fuck Fred, man.
I was gonna say
Fred, man.
Jersey in the house.
Big
for real.
Jersey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when I first heard your production, I was like, oh, it's like really sweet, really chill. And then to see Freddie and like HOA
all
Boss
people.
Man, I'm like, what is happening? So definitely speak to that. Yeah.
It's one or the other. Like, I like to make like the chill and sweet, and then the other one, it's like, I want to stab someone with this. Like,
Yo,
and then-
there's a lot of stabbing going on in here. I don't know. She said,
She was dead ass.
she's so dead ass. She's like, look, I want the beat to stab you, son.
Yeah, the type
not
shit.
shoot you, but stab you.
Jersey in the chat. Elaborate on that.
It just, it kind of go back to the stank face music.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it's no in between. It's very chill or very like, I've been a fan of like underground hip hop since I was like 13, 14, and it's just like, once you're into that, there's no getting out. I feel like
Yeah, it's like the stars kind of align for you feel?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's it been like working with, like, is Freddie the only rapper you work with?
No, HOA Boss Man.
Oh, shout out to him. He was here
just
last
here.
episode. Yeah.
Oh, fire.
I mean, he wasn't our guest. He was just here.
Oh.
But shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Who else? Wolfie. Wolf.
Shout out Wolfie.
Shout out who?
Wolfie.
Oh shit, my fault, Wolfie.
Who else? I'm so sorry if I'm forgetting about someone.
It's okay. You don't gotta remember. It's not daytime. It's
Yeah, I
yours.
think it's just them. Yeah, but I noticed that I really like working with rappers. It's just like I kind of like it as a background music, like my beats, and then when someone rap on it, kind of become like a whole thing, and I
fuller.
really enjoy that.
Wow. How does that process work? Do you just send out beats, or do you usually like be in the studio?
So I actually it's kind of the same. I have a basement, and I kind of make it into like a music studio, and I invite people over.
Yeah.
And I just kind of
Shout out to people with studios. I feel like we all, like, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but like, I feel like we all come from like having studios in our bedrooms.
Yep.
You ever had a studio in your bedroom? I
kinda
graduated
like
from
in my
that.
bed.
Like in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Like I used to have a desk in my bedroom.
Yeah.
With like the mic set up and everything. You
My
came
last
from that
house,
too?
yeah.
Right. Shout out to everybody who, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. But yeah, I just like invite people over, and I just like make beats or kind of show them what I have, and they're like, oh, let me hop on this, and I have a mic, so they rap on it, and that's kind of usually
So it's
it.
like really casual.
You're so official.
It's good.
You said it's casual?
Yeah, I mean that's a casual thing to do. Like a
Well, yeah.
lot of the process of beat making and sending things to artists is like, okay, I'm gonna send you the pack, and then you gotta wait for them to respond to it, and then
Right.
all this thing. But to like build a space to invite people in to collaborate, that's a huge thing. And
Of course.
sure, it's like elevated you and your production. What
And
do
it
you-
shows in the music too.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you did that with Pootie.
Kinda.
Kind of, right? Like
I mean-
half and half.
Well, actually, no, you're right. Because Pootie just invited me to Parlay back in the day, and I pulled up on him.
And y'all did everything together.
Right.
And that matters. I feel like it shows in the final process. I feel like
Hell yeah.
you can tell when people really like came together to do something rather than just like, this is a rapper song and this person produced it.
Yeah, when you did the beats for Freddie, I was like, damn, that actually sounds like, I wouldn't have expected it, but like it meshed so well.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been making a lot of music together. It's been fire. Yeah.
Ooh, the collab tape coming out or what?
Yeah, well, I'm actually dropping something like a rap thing. Like
shit.
like 6 tracks,
Oh my
6
God, good for
rappers.
you.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be
I'm
fire.
excited for you. It's like not often that we see a lot of not to play the woman card, but it's not often that we see like women producers doing things like that. And like, what is it gonna be, like a compilation of rappers or like?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you see what I'm talking about? Like she thinks she DJ Quick for real.
I'm so excited.
That's really exciting. I
Yeah.
love to hear that.
And you're like an MPC head too, right?
Yeah.
you
That
did
was
say that
like
earlier.
my chest voice. Yeah.
That's a yeah. I am. What put you on the MPC?
Jay Dilla.
Aha.
Wow.
It's February now. It'll drop in March, but the timing.
Yes.
It's still
It
February.
was his
if y'all
birthday
listening.
the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
the other day.
A couple
Might
other
the other
days.
day be like
Couple weeks, but yeah, I feel you.
months ago, 6 months ago.
What? I mean, so the MPC was inspired by Dilla, but like, what brought you to the 404? Because that's where I met you on.
Right.
True. I think like, 2014, 2015, I was just mad into like the lo-fi, the whole, when SoundCloud used to be really lit around that era, I just got super into lo-fi music and everyone was using the 404. And I would just like watch videos of people using 404 and stuff. So I always I knew that was really cool. And I think when I first moved to New York, I got it at like a used hardware shop. Yeah, I got it for like $300. It was
Oh, you came up.
back then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they don't do that no more.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you go on Craigslist, that shit $500. Because I looked the other day. So, it seems like you've had like a pretty awesome ride with just being an artist all around, which is awesome. Sounds like it's been really fruitful for you. I love that word, fruitful.
Fruitful.
I love it. It just makes so much sense to like.
It bears fruit.
All right, bro.
The knowledge.
So, as you grow as an artist, what are some of the challenges you feel like you face? With like, or do you have any? Or better yet, like, what are some of the? How do I word this? Like. No, yeah, that was it.
Yeah. What was the word? Imposter syndrome.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
Yeah, that.
I gotta gripe about that word, but I'm gonna let you finish first.
Yeah. It's just it's just one day like, oh, I fucking suck. Another day, oh, I'm fucking amazing. It's the artist shit.
Yeah.
What else? Sometimes being broke, sometimes being okay.
Right. You can't really do much when you broke.
Yeah.
I hear that. Like, or you don't want to do anything.
You're just kind of in a different mind space, and then when you're okay, you're okay. Yeah.
I find like a lot of the time the imposter syndrome hits when a bunch of other things are also not in alignment. So like if my finances are off, then I'm already questioning one thing. I'm gonna start questioning everything else around it. And it's all like ebb and flow. I think that's like a recurring answer. We just had K Soul our last episode.
Yeah.
Shouts to him. If you saw it, just bring it in the chat. You know what I mean? Put it in the Instagram. You know where to find us.
Come on.
But I think like a lot of recurring issues with artists, especially independent ones, and even like signed ones, because I've spoken to some of the bigger ones, and they're like, "Yeah, I think I'm ass every day," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you're him. I don't understand."
Like, come on, you got the deals though. Like I ain't got shit.
But I think like that's part of it, and especially because you've already said that you put your emotions into your beats. Producers are already introspective, or already kind of introverted, and putting ourselves out there leaves us open to criticism. How do you feel when people are responding to your beats? Does that affect you at all, or is it just all pure, I'm putting this stuff out for me?
Or better yet, like when you get no response. Because it does happen.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. You ever put out a mix and only like 5 people listen to that shit in like 3 months? I'm
I
like,
gotta
what?
remind myself that stuff be shadow banning you too, because it's like, yo,
it's real.
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely matters a lot, like the feedback I get and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm emotional. So when people are like, "Oh, you should work on that," oh, I want to cry.
Wait, people really say that?
No. Well, it's not like work on that. I take it as that, but no, people have been really nice, but I'm trying to think like, Oh, I went to school, like audio engineering community college, LaGuardia Community College.
Nice.
Yeah, but my professor would like, we had like a mixing class, and then he would like give me feedback in all caps. Be like,
Screaming the feedback at
I
you.
think that's what I was thinking about right
Me and
now.
my professor would have to fight.
I didn't know you
man.
went to engineering school.
Yeah, I went to LaGuardia Community College.
Good for you.
It was fun.
I would have never guessed that.
I didn't
thought she
learn
was
anything.
YouTube University.
Yo, I thought she was my alma mater, bro.
You know
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying? Like, we all YouTube University over here.
Oh,
That's
but that
why.
was mostly like YouTube, like yeah. But it was the only thing, honestly, that helped me like from going to like audio engineering school is I could tell people, oh hey, I'm in audio engineering school, so people are like,
Right.
oh okay,
So I know what I'm doing.
type shit.
All
And
right.
I didn't learn anything. I feel like because
She's like,
it
it's a
was
waste of money. I went on YouTube.
yeah, during COVID, so it was like online,
Oh,
and we were just
shit.
like watching through screen, like people using Pro Tools, and I'm like, I didn't get it at all, and I was actually playing Animal Crossing most of the time.
Well, yeah, that's just like pandemic learning must have been so hard. It's probably why like all these like sixth graders don't know their colors.
bro, not their colors.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I was like, damn.
But you're a front of house engineer, right?
What's that?
Okay,
Oh,
damn. you run
No,
you run
stop
the
playing,
mixing
Flora.
board.
Oh yes, that I am on the mixing
She's
board.
like, front of
Yes.
house what?
Do you find that experience weighs into what you're doing behind the beats at all? Like in terms of mixing and engineering things? Because I'm sure you mix your own stuff, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
everything is connected.
Uh-huh.
Everything is connected, and I think it's just gain staging. Honestly, it's like a huge thing,
Snaps in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't understand that your sound is what's coming in, and you cannot polish what's a mess coming in.
Exactly.
I mean, you can, but you can't.
No, you can't, bro.
No, come on.
I'm not giving it to them at home, bro. Gain stage your music.
My fault. Damn. Wow. So you were just like you a machine.
Renaissance queen.
Renaissance
Oh, we
queen.
barring out. Machine, Renaissance
Come on,
queen.
yo, stop fucking playing with it, bro. My makeup artist over here. You would have never thought that shit. Cause I ain't thinking. Flora, it's been so great talking to you, honestly.
too.
Like, I learned so much about you. Like, usually when we go into these things, I do a deep dive into people's like Instagrams and like social media life or whatever, and it's like I learned so much more than what I found, and I love that for me because you really are a Renaissance woman. I'm so happy for you. She's like, shit, bitch, I'm finna cry.
Animal Crossing paid off.
Right. And we're really happy for you.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. The DJing, fire. The vinyl, fire. The production, fire. Engineering,
cry.
Fire.
Thank you.
Look at this 404, bitch. This shit pink.
Fire.
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 You know, pink is close to orange, so that's how you know.
Fire.
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, from seeing you, because we're not far from where the first bouquet had actually taken place. So seeing where you were, which was so much more reserved and quiet, and seeing where you are now, that was one of the reasons why when we were trying to figure out who we wanted on this month, it was like, okay, I've seen how much she's grown and came into her own,
Right, I
developed
agree.
her own style, like the pink hair, everything is. You are not quiet, bro.
It's like a fucking hyena in this
Cat,
bitch.
bro. You're not quiet.
She said, ah. She chanced the rapper.
It's been beautiful. That's crazy. It's been beautiful to see you kind of flourish into your own kind of, I guess, confidence, into your own, like, step into your own self. So, like, I guess as a parting question, I know you have other parting questions, but do you find that you found yourself in this community, or like, did you? What is it that binds you to the community, really?
What? Sorry, what does it mean? Binds?
Like, what holds you
Like
to
what-
it? What keeps you
Oh.
here?
Like, yeah, what reels you in and keeps
Yeah.
you here.
I honestly really love New York and Brooklyn because, like, I I'm really think like you put in the work every day and then you just get better. It's just that simple. And I see people around me like, like everyone, like they just putting in the work, and then I just love being in that circle because everybody's putting in the work and like let's get great together. Kind
Keeps
of
the hustle going.
Yeah,
like, it makes you want to like keep like you see other people pushing it. You want to push
it's like
it just
yes,
as hard.
I'm gonna keep doing too. Yeah, so it's been great, and everyone's so talented. So I just feel really lucky to be, have a lot of people around me that are so dope and have such cool style and just hustling as well.
Yeah, it keeps you motivated.
Exactly.
Keeps it fresh, keeps it fun. Because it's like you kind of like in friendly competition, but you're really not at the same time. At least like not with your community.
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a competition person. Everyone get a gold medal.
Not me. No, I'm kidding. I'm for the squad. You feel me? Well, Flora, it was so nice to have you here with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You have anything coming up that you want to plug?
Yeah, I have a couple DJ gigs coming. We're having like a Pisces party, like bunch of Pisces DJ together. I've been playing like footwork stuff lately. I've been into that stuff.
Nice.
So BPM 160 stuff on March 8 at Jade Bar.
Okay. It's not Bar Jade?
Yes.
No, I'm
Jade
really
Bar,
asking.
Bar Jade.
Okay, it's both of them.
Yes.
Interchangeable.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that.
So that's it. I'm also gonna be at the Good Room membership party. I'm DJing also footwork stuff.
Nice. She gonna be DJing, not engineering.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so y'all get that right.
Yeah. So that's gonna be really fun. March 6th, I believe. Yeah.
Right when this episode drops, I think.
There you go. Timing.
Fire.
Timing.
Wait, I think it is March
right
6th.
before,
But
I think. It's one of those. But, okay.
I think.
Where can they find you?
You could follow me on Beats by Flora, and all the information will be there. My SoundCloud, my Bandcamp, everything is on
Click
there.
the link in bio.
She said,
Yes.
do the work.
She
I'm
said,
not going to
click
tell
the
you where
link
to
in
find
bio.
me.
I gave you the Instagram.
Okay, so yeah,
do
the
with
Good
it?
Room is March 6th.
March
Yep.
6th.
There you go.
Fire.
Confirmed.
Well, thank you again for being here with us. It was a
100%.
pleasure. We're going to sign off. Flora's got a beat set coming up, so make sure you stay around for that.
Yeah, don't close the
Don't
tab.
leave just
stay
'cause,
here.
like-
Don't
You're
close the
listening.
tab.
Don't close the tab. Don't leave. Like,
You are
we got
here.
more coming up for you.
Yes.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in, listening to us every single time. All the listeners, all the viewers. Shout out Dublab.
100%. Shout out Big Rachel. And yeah, if you are...
Shout out Big Rachel.
Big Rach in the chat, in the place to be. But if you are tuning into our show, hit us up on IG, bro. Be in the
Right.
comments. Like, it'd be quiet over there sometimes.
Let
We
us
want to know
know
that
you're
y'all are
tuning in.
listening.
We wanna
You know
hear
what I
from
mean?
you.
We want to know that y'all are here listening as well. And that's how we engage with y'all.
Because we fuck with y'all, but do y'all fuck with us?
That's a question.
Type shit.
So give us the answer.
As always, my name is Annie Warhol. Nothing new.
Yo.
We got Terry in the building.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Spacecraft, Thomas Piper, Swing Low. This is In Plain Sight Radio. Stay tuned. See you later.
Big shout out Flora.